This is obviously I use it for cruising, so you can see it's set up for sleeping aboard. But this is a French design by a boat designer called François Vivier, who's based in Pornichet, and he was one of the people who set up. There's a magazine in France called Le Chasse Marée, and he helped to set that up. This is in the sort of early 1980s, I suppose, and that was about promoting a more traditional approach to sailing in France. And it's about bigger boats as well as the magazine, but the whole magazine tried to encourage people to have simpler boats for leisure sailing and relearning the skills of water, being a waterman, of sculling and rowing and sailing in the little sort of creeks of the inshore waters of Brittany. And this was one of his first designs for the magazine. It was in the magazine as a set of plans back in the 80s, and the idea was for home building. That was what the plans were. This particular example, because this design was very successful, it's Vivier's most popular design. This boat was built 25 years ago in France by a professional boat builder in Concours, and it was just after there was a big boat festival in 92 in France, Best 92, huge boat festival with big square riggers and little boats like this and everything in between. Something like 4,000 boats and 1.5 million visitors in the centre of Brest with music and stuff, and the chieftains playing and things like that. And after that, lots of people commissioned boats. So this was commissioned by a Frenchman in 94. So this was built in 94. So there you are, 25 years.
And where have you taken her cruising?
I do actually sail a lot in France because I live in the south of England. And France is very convenient. I drive for an hour and a half, get on a ferry overnight, and then drive for another hour and a half, and I'm on the south coast of Brittany. And it's lovely. It's just slightly warmer than Britain, and it's got French restaurants and lots of offshore islands to sail to. So that's what I do. And that's the thing, you see. Lots of people in yachts do that. They have a yacht in the Hamble, and every summer they go all the way across the channel around the end of Brittany, and they get to all those lovely south coast of Brittany or down to La Rochelle. And then it becomes, they have lovely 2 weeks there, and it's all wonderful, and they've got this nice big yacht. And then they start thinking, we've got to get it home, and that exposed passage, round the end of Brittany through the Canal de Four, or maybe outside Ushant, it can all be dodgy. Whereas for me, it's relaxed, the end of the holiday, I just sort of get on the ferry again and come back.
Brilliant.
So, yeah.
Thank you very much.